it is time to make the sound to summon the stream. Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Coil Quickcard, and welcome back to the RPG Maker Community Project, where... okay, that is way too quiet. There we go. Let me just make a few adjustments here. There we go. So, let me show you what I've been working on in between episodes. We just gotta walk through here. Today we are going to be working on building more of the Necropolis. And that is going to be the main project for a while. So we've got the stairs beneath Wallachia that lead down to this temple. And then out here, welcome to the Graveyard Gardens. They are coming along pretty nicely. We've got the initial garden area that we designed last time. This is going to be the... ooh. Okay, the tearing up there on the tiles needs to be fixed. This is going to be basically the seminary down here. Okay, gonna have to fix that as well. There's a lot of stuff that's gonna have to be fixed. But yeah, we've got more sort of grave sites continuing down here. Warning, do not touch the water without proper safety gear. Personal protective equipment can be obtained from the barracks. Yeah, there's a lot of work that still needs to be done, obviously. A lot of things that I really need to fix. Yeah, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Let's just put on something here. First thing I need to do, I need to think about how we stop the bridges from hurting people when they walk under them, or when you walk over them. So how the hell do I fix that? Okay. I think we're just going to have to turn that off for right now. Alright. If I bump up the layer real high... will it let me walk under this then? Let's give it a test. Because I kind of need to be able to walk under this. And if this doesn't work, I can think of another way to do it. It's just going to be a little intrusive. I don't think I like all the green dots I put around. Okay. All right. There is a way around that. There's definitely a way around it. Now that I have seen it in-game, I really don't like this patterning. So let's start by changing that. Honestly, this looks fine. Yeah, that's okay. That doesn't quite work. Okay. So let's get rid of all that. And then we are going to drop a layer. Whoops. The layer actually goes here. Nope, that won't work. Okay. Up on layer 3. Layer 3 won't quite work for my purposes. Now it will. Alright, that's... This is about as good as I can get it, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to live with that. Which doesn't look great. But it's better than it was before. Okay. So I think what we do is we just have it go straight and then start. Okay, that's a bit better. I think we want to adjust the bridge ever so slightly. Okay, that should work. Okay. So that's fine. So now we're going to take the entire dungeon tile set. We're going to copy it, and we're going to call it Dungeon Necropolis. And on this one, we're going to make it so that you can't walk through that stuff. But you can walk under these. Okay. And now we just switch this entire dungeon over to the new copied tile set and see if that works better. It might work better. And it's going to be important to test this a lot. So we'll just use our debug code to save. Okay, so we can't walk on the purple. That's fine. Can we walk here now? Ah. Okay. Well, that's closer to what I wanted. Okay, is there some way that I can make it overhang more? Right. We make it a star. That's what we do. Star means you can pass through it, but the block is visually above you. Okay. Have a nice, delicious morning pickle. Oh, God. Okay, now the entire central platform is invisible. Okay, so that's a problem. I'll have to be clever with my tile work to make this do what I want it to do, but that is okay. So now, what I just have to do, we start at 2413. Okay, 2413 to 3321. 2413 to 3321. 2413 to 3321. 2413 to 3321. Okay. That worked. So what I need now is for the top of this to have priority. And that should have it fixed. I do want to have an area where the players will actually traverse through the purple. So I basically just have to make sure that they don't that they can't reach any of the unintended walkable areas that way. Okay. That works. I wonder if it looks better this way. No, because in that instance, the path is blocked. Why is the path blocked in that instance? Passable under the tile. Okay. So the problem here is that I don't have a walkable path underneath it. So we have to actually layer up. Okay. So this has to be a star as well. Okay, this should do it. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, we really are going to have to get rid of that and get rid of that. And then we have to fix the wall like that. Okay. It doesn't really look as good as I want it to. But I think it's at least recognizable that you're walking into, like, an interior. I think that's the best we can hope for there. As for the actual temple, I'm really just not a fan of the green dots. But I do want to have, like, some kind of... Here we go. We won't have them glow. We will just replace it with a damaged circle tile. And then we will scatter around a few more to break up the pattern. And scatter a few around here. Good. Are those paths walkable? Yes, they are. Okay, good. That should do it. Okay, that works. That works. Now we've given a little more personality to this room. I should not be able to walk there. Why can I walk there? Because you are listed as below characters. You should probably be same. Oh, no. No, above. Above. It's okay if you walk there, as long as your player is visually behind. Okay. Oh, yeah, much better. Perfect. Okay. So this section of the Graveyard Gardens should be fine now, honestly. Yeah, I think we're good. I think that's good. Um so let's actually get into what we intend to do today. So today we're going to be working on more of the Graveyard Gardens. Start getting the skeletons for the interior of the seminary, which includes a living area. A living area and a library. I also want to get the exteriors for a few more places here in the Graveyard Gardens finished. So that's important. But the first thing I want to do is keep working on the bestiary. Yeah, we'll just finish up the tundra. There's just the description left for the rogue elementalist, then the bestiary entry for the cold crazed combatant, and that'll be fine. That'll be more than half of our enemies done. An expelled student from one of the many magical academies around the world. This obsessive wizard specializes in elemental magic and will never turn down the opportunity to demonstrate their supposed mastery. There we go. Okay, that is the rogue wizard. And last bestiary entry for today, the cold crazed combatant. I am very, very proud of the bestiary system that has been developed. This is the cold crazed combatant in the Great Tundra. They have 900 HP. They have a 1 in 20 chance to drop a bottle of Pepsi. Okay. So as far as notes go, attacks multiple times or multiple opponents, will hurl stones to damage the entire party. And the lore will be, some people do not handle the cold very well. Among the most sensitive, some turn into frothing lunatics that try to pummel anyone and anything that gets too close. Or it is possible that they are just jerks. There we go. That is the lore for the cold crazed combatant. So I want to check a couple things. Yeah, that's fine. it is Beast Hide level 1, which is what it is supposed to be. Good. Alright, now we just have to get the 5 Tundra battle types to actually give you the item that makes the bestiary work. So, if the party has Rogue Elementalist, don't do anything. Otherwise, give them the Rogue Elementalist item. Tundra 2, we have 3 Snow Beasts. So, Snow Beast and Snow Beast. And make 2 more pages of that. Change it to enemy number 2. Change it to enemy number 3. On Tundra 3, enemy 1 is the Arctic Bloom. And enemy number 2 is also an Arctic Bloom. Copy, paste, change to enemy 2. Now this one works. Moving on to the Tundra. That's fine. So, enemy number 1... Whoops. Is enemy number 1 the Arctic Bloom? Yes, it is. Okay, good. Then enemy number 2 is a Snow Beast. And just make a quick change. And put that one on enemy number 3. And last Tundra battle, the Cold Crazed Combatant. Which is here. Okay, Cold Crazed Combatant. Cold Crazed Combatant. And there we go. Alright, so we have bestiary pages for everything up through the Cold Crazed Combatant. Which means I can take them off of my bestiary to-do list. So I've still got another... what, 16? No, another 8. Yeah, another 16 lines of bestiary entries to make, plus whatever we end up adding for the Necropolis. That's fine. So let's go ahead and test it. Tome of Enemies. So let's look at the Flurry. Name, Flurry, location, Howling Peaks. A 1 in 10 chance to drop a bottle of Pepsi. Notes, will try to disrupt its enemies by stopping them from using their abilities or by controlling their minds. Lore, living masses of wind and snow. The Flurry is not a true monster, but a force of nature manifested. Within them resides the maddening cold that has claimed the lives of so many since the dawn of time. Good, and now it should loop back. Yes! It loops back, which is perfect. Here is the gorilla with a lot of guns from Glar Forest, 1000 HP. Drops the Bloodletter. We can speed up a little if we want. Can hit the entire party with a machine gun and slow down targets by shooting their legs. The adopted son of a citizen of Spiretown who unfortunately met with a tragic end which definitely was not the fault of Ryu and Thatcher in any way that can be definitively proven in a court of law. Probably. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. I think I want to add a 1 second gap. Just so that it doesn't immediately bring up this menu again, and then it's easy to double tap and stuff when you don't want to. And here's the Cold Crazed Combatant. Very good. Okay, that works. And yes, you can just exit out, which is good. That is working exactly the way I wanted it to. So now the bestiary... Okay. What if I add a 60-second or a 60-frame delay before the bestiary menu opens? Or I could add a dialogue window. That would be another way to do it. Okay, a 60-frame delay seems to be okay. So it should give me enough time when we exit that I can let go. Perfect. Alright, it's barely noticeable, but it should be enough to reduce the risk of people repeatedly opening up different menus. So that's good. What is another building connected to the gardens? The barracks. Okay. So I do want to build the exterior of the barracks. Okay. How do I want to do this? There's also the entrance to the old Necropolis as well as the Grim Furnace. Oh, a maze! A maze! I could actually have like a proper hedge maze. Oh, that would be fun. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have like an actual proper hedge maze. So if you reach the center, there will be a treasure. So then the route that you have to take is going to look like this. Okay. Yeah, a hedge maze is an interesting little thing I can put in here. Okay. So there we go. This will be the entrance. Now we need wrong paths. We need wrong paths that themselves can branch out. Okay, this way can branch here. This can branch here. What can branch here? This will branch here. This will branch here. This will branch here. This way can go down here and then here. It can also go up and then over. This way can go up and over and up. Okay. Add a few spots that loop around, because that is important. Sure. Alright. And now we add the hedge walls. So we're just going to go with a wall that is 1 block high for the sake of saving space and making this look okay. Do. Let's put on some music. Okay, there we go. Oh. Okay, this path doesn't really work. Gonna have to fix that. Okay. So how do we fix this? Because this is actually part of the, like, the true route. So this is something that I do have to fix. Honestly, the easiest way is probably just to move this down. Okay. There. And like that. Okay. First, we go along the outer edge, and we just trace all of the paths. Just like that. Okay. Okay. And then the hedge maze itself will make a good, like, secret entrance where later on things will, like, pop out. It should work pretty well. Okay. This is looking really good. I like it a lot. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. Let's go take a look at the maze. Let's see how it feels when you're in it. Alright, so here's the entrance. It's very easy to differentiate walls and floor. That's good. Okay. And boom. This is where you'll get, like, a treasure or something. I like it. I like it a lot. I do want to make the goal room slightly bigger. Okay. Yeah, I think that works pretty well. So here is an actual hedge maze down in the Graveyard Gardens. So now we will add a few sections that have some graves in them. Just to keep on the theme. It's important to keep the theming going. Okay. No, that's too many graves. We'll go like that. Ah. There. And a grave, and a grave. And some graves here, a little more haphazard. And a couple graves here. And then a few graves at dead ends. Okay. Let's go take a look at it again. I really like this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, and now to make it slightly more confusing, we're going to add a few places where the path sort of cuts. Hello, Coles. Welcome to the stream. That's probably enough. Good. All right. We have the hedge maze for the graveyard gardens. So that is another piece of map work done. Now I really do need to build the barracks. What do I want the barracks to look like? You have the Battle Cards DLC? I do not. That is not something that I've gotten and used in any of my projects yet. Whoop, have to send a message there. Need a nice sip of my tea. Running because of the quick card part of the title. Yeah. Mostly that originated out of my love of Magic the Gathering and other tabletop card games. But good pickup there. Good question. I probably will experiment with that at some point. It looks like it would be fun to use on a project. Okay, I kind of like this. I could have this pillar be connected to the barracks. That would create an interesting internal geometry where I would have a gap for the pillar. That could work. That could be interesting. So what do I want to build around it? It should just be like some basic stonework. This is a utilitarian building. Doesn't need to be fancy. I already have how my project would look, so if I bought it, maximum use blackjack or poker like a minigame. I hadn't really thought about integrating it in that way. That makes good sense. There we go. Okay. So this will be the barracks. With the pillar coming out of it. I think that works. Put this up here. Scale up on the second layer. Whoop, nope, not second. Scale up on the third layer. Right, that won't work either because of how I have this constructed. Because I had to up the priority of those. Ideally something that can go across the top. Fence posts don't quite work. I do agree. I think a lot of RPG Maker DLC is really unreasonably priced. I would completely agree with that. Don't quite like that. I want to do something. Oh. Okay, this should work. Yeah. Yeah, I think that will work. Um, no, let's actually go for this. This is gonna look pretty. Um, yeah, that works. Like, this shit should either be the price of the Sprite packs or just be free, not friggin'. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I think what bothers me most about it is that typically people who might actually be willing to pay that price, the people who actually are doing like really high level stuff with RPG Maker, um, they're going to be good enough with plugins and stuff that they're probably not relying much on like official DLC to supply assets and functions to their projects. That's the part that truly baffles me. Okay. So we'll drop a few pillars here. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Okay. Um, put a left there, put a right here, put a couple decorative ones on here. There we go. Yeah, I wish I was a good pixel artist, but I'm not. I simply don't have those skills very well developed. I'm a back end and event person. I work within the defaults of the program, but good God, can I twist those events like crazy? The stuff I do with RPG Maker is really just pretty much just showing off. Um, that doesn't work. Okay, a couple columns there. And then I think we're ready to put a bit of tiling around it. Just like that. And so the overall effect it's not my best work, but it'll at least be functional. Sometimes all you can really hope for is functional. Um, yeah, I think that's fine. Uh, then we'll put like a little bit of void around it. Just like that. Okay. So this way it looks like there's just a big pit surrounding the barracks, which I kind of like. I kind of like that effect. Yeah, I think that looks good. So then we'll have the path leading around and to it. Just like that. I don't like that there's a line at the bottom of this tile. I really don't. I really want that to be seamless. I mean, I can still make it seamless. Okay. I think I can make that work. Hmm. Yeah, I really need to fix that. Time for a little bit of actual sprite work. I do not usually get into this kind of sprite work, but let's see. I think this is the one. Yeah, this is dungeon tile set. So the issue here are these little lines on the side of this tile. This is what I need to get rid of. This is what I need to modify. So let's go ahead and load this up. Like a Texas Hold'em minigame would be amazing for my project 6th chapter, because that chapter goes spaghetti western. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Ah, right. I hadn't opened GIMP since I last updated it, huh? Nah, I was just using Paint to check it. When I need to do photo manipulation, I use GIMP. Okay. So, the main thing we just need is to blacken this. Sprite or Pixel Studio? Yeah, I would probably consistently have better success using those. But I'm lazy and I don't feel like learning them right now. Okay. There we go. Is this the top of the next pixel layer? It is. So we only need this part. Yeah, okay. And then we'll just select this whole area, paint it black. Okay. Will that be sufficient? Or am I going to have to get rid of this spot as well? Okay, tile events, dungeon, A2, select, apply. Okay, it's closer. But I do think I need to fix this one. So we'll just delete all that. Fix it. And delete all that. And fix it. And fix that. Cool. Ah. And there. That should have it fixed. Pixel Studio is just paint, but better and free. It's easy. I was able to make an animation with like no prior knowledge. That is very good to know. Because there often are a lot of simple things I do that do not necessarily require like a lot of the more advanced tools. Okay, we're going to switch that, switch it back. It's better. It's fine. It's fine. What I do need though is to put, there we go, like some blocking paths there. I haven't made my own PFP with Pixel Studio. Oh, nice. Good work you did. Okay, put those there. Maybe like a statue or some other kind of ornamentation to go on these. Doesn't quite work. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just go like that. And then we'll have a little that. And then this up on the second layer. There, easy enough. And then lastly, for the exterior of the barracks, we'll just arrange some fence posts around it. Don't want people wandering too much. Okay, that looks good. Then we'll put some more poison water here, thing there. The entrance looks a bit phallic now. Sometimes all you can hope for is that a thing only looks mildly phallic. And a little more purple water. And then this is going to be another graveyard area. Okay. There. Nice and easy. And for this particular tile set, you can walk over these. I think that's important. So we'll just lay a few little decorative bits and bobs around. Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay. So this will be the barracks. This is the seminary. This is the Temple of Darkness. This is the hedge maze. The other place the Necropolis is going to link to is the Grim Furnace in the Old Necropolis. Can you see the party? Absolutely. That's right. You're new to this. So let me actually give you the quick rundown of what the hell this even is. For several months, I have been building an RPG utilizing as many viewer suggestions and ideas as I reasonably can. Which is why energy drinks and soda and Pepsi especially are, well, very central to the game. It is why I spent hours developing a crafting system. It is why my main character is a dragon who can turn into different dragon forms. It is why the second character is named after Margaret Thatcher. It is why the third character is a Pepsi-mancer named Malter Might. Not only can you suggest things, I want you to suggest things. Your ideas will be integrated into the project, if they can be reasonably done. And our fourth and newest character is Elena, the Paladin. So the current situation is that this is the city of Wallachia. Wallachia is being preyed upon by a false Hydra. False Hydra comes out of the D&D world, and a false Hydra, when it kills you, all memory of you is erased. That's not quite how the original false Hydra concept works, but that's the way I've adapted it. So for many months, a false Hydra has been preying on the town of Wallachia. And as a result, the people of Wallachia have actually lost a lot of memory about their own culture and history, but don't quite fully realize it. So, Wallachia is a city which worships the cycle of life and death. So there is a city of light and living on the surface, and there is a great necropolis of death and darkness down below. All of it focusing on the more benevolent aspects of the cycle of life and death. The False Hydra systematically targeted those who were familiar with the Undercity and mostly erased awareness of it from the surface, leaving them fairly undefended, because now the surface people in Wallachia are mostly ignorant of just how easy it is for the False Hydra to move around in the subterranean areas, and also ignorant of the fact that there are significant undead forces which are part of Wallachia's usual defenses and labor force. It has crippled the city by selectively targeting people with certain memories. So that is the current position of the story. And what I have been working on is the Graveyard Gardens, which is basically the exterior segment of the Great Necropolis underneath Wallachia. An idea for an ammo mechanic that I know works. Ooh. Integrating an ammo mechanic for Malter Might would actually be a really good idea. Give me details. Give me concepts. Because I've really been needing to do something more with Malter Might, but it hasn't been entirely clear what I should do or how to integrate it. So an ammo system would actually be fantastic. We could definitely make that work. I like that idea. I like where your head is at. Okay. The Graveyard Gardens are looking pretty good. Okay. So we're going to place this over the top, which should look seamless. But it also does a good job of giving the illusion that the fence actually continues lower. So if you were standing in this world and actually mapping it, you would assume that the fence line goes here. So now that works. Works on specific characters and on characters around it. The idea is a very low MP gauge, which is ammo now that never changes, and TP as reserve ammo with a move that reloads your clip. Ooh. That is an interesting idea. Hold on. Okay, I do have the TP system turned off. Well, it's not that it's turned off, it's just that it doesn't display it. But just because it doesn't display it doesn't mean I can't make use of it. Hold on. Hold the hell on. Okay. We're gonna test something here. Okay. Variable description test. Okay. So where is my... I have a very good way to integrate an ammo system without breaking too much of what I already have. The first thing I need to do is test if I can get variable display in the description. We'll just call it 10. I don't even know what I'm using variable 10 for. I need some kind of a variable, though, that I'm actually using. Something that is going to have a valid value associated with it. No, we don't want to use temp. Ryu upgrades. Okay, 6. That one actually has a known value. So, variable 6. And we're going to try that in the item description and also in the skill name and also the skill description. Okay. And now I need something to add that for the purposes of testing. There we go. And change skill, add, Malter might learn, variable description test. Let's take a look. And then we will have that start a fight. And we'll just have it fight a random jungle battle. Alright, let's test this. Okay. Okay. Do you see that? Variable text does not work in skill names, but does work in item descriptions. Okay. So we can absolutely list an ammo supply. That is a good idea. That is a really good idea. So, there are a few ways we can integrate an ammo system. We can have ammo be something that you buy, and then it will update ammo variable equal to the amount of ammo held. That's something we could potentially do. We could have combination reloading we could have a combination reloading firing skills without a consumable ammo supply. That could work. A potential issue is resetting the ammo count at every battle. So we could assume that Malter would reload their weapon. How do you do the blue gauge at the character's name? Oh. Do you mean the gauge right underneath their name? The purple one that fills up? If that's what you mean, I can definitely explain it. Okay. So that is because I have the time progress battle system turned on. So that's basically their active time battle gauge that's slowly filling up. And then once it's filled up, they get to take their turn. So I do that instead of just doing the turn-based, since it lets me get some enemies or characters that are able to act way, way more quickly than others. So yeah, that's just the result of the time progress battle system. Okay. So ammo. So the first concept is that you would have a skill to fire the gun. When you fire the gun, ammo supply goes down. When at 0, you can't use that skill to fire the gun anymore. Second idea, same basic thing, but I could also have it so that when ammo runs out, there is a second skill to reload the gun. That is another possibility, because Malter already fights with crossbows and cap guns. So this fits in perfectly with the type of skills that they already have. I think I agree. I think it's better to do that than to have ammo actually be like a consumable that you buy. Which could definitely be done. But I think this is easier. So we would have a move like Special Shot. This could even be like Malter's like main offensive thing, as opposed to like the Cap Flick, whose main advantage is that it can never miss. To deal non-elemental damage that never misses. So we would have Special Shot, which Malter would start with, and then when Special Shot is used up, which we can do with a common event, it will remove Special Shot from their skill list, but it will add a second move in the same slot, which is Reload. And then when you reload, it would remove that skill and it would add back in Special Shot. So you would always only have one or the other. So Malter could start out the battles with, like, I don't know, 3 special shots. And then once he uses them, he has to spend a turn to reload. No. You can absolutely use this as tutorials. I actually have made a couple tutorials on RPG Maker already. The last one I did, you can find it on my channel from like last week, I think, was how to develop a persistent day-night cycle with randomized weather. Okay. Okay. So I want it to just look like ammo. Do I have a default icon that's just for ammo? Or reasonably for ammo? Not really. Okay, fine. Then we'll make it a gun. So it's going to be cap flip. Fires a special... Fires a... Fires a magical shot. That works. Okay, that looks cool. I really like that one. Okay, so we're going to use shoot special animation. It's a physical hit, usable on the battle screen. We definitely want a more powerful attack. What if you could load different types of ammo? Then as Malter levels up, you could get different types of special shots. This... Okay. Okay, what if I have it backwards? What if the starting skill is to load a special shot, and then the other skill just lets you fire off that shot at an MP cost. At an MP cost. This is how we do it. The whole thing with the Pepsi Mancer is that he has absolutely absurd MP. And he can use that MP in order to, like, make a bunch of money, and then throws the money at enemies to deal damage. This is another MP outlet. He can use a certain amount of MP in order to load up shots. I could make it like 50 MP each. Like, already at level 12. Yeah, he's got like 1,300 MP. So I could make it like 100 MP per shot, and he can load up to 3 at a time. This actually gives him a very genuine outlet for his MP. Okay. And different types of shots could cost different amounts of MP when you load them, representing different amounts of magic. Okay. Alright, scrap all this. Okay. So, we have a new Malter skill. Load magical ammo. So when you load magical ammo, it prompts the player to select the type of ammo being loaded and how much to load from 1 to, let's say 1 to 6. We can tie this whole thing together with progression. Like, the more Pepsi stuff he unlocks, the stronger his gun gets. This, my god, Malter has been, like, my most boring character. Because he basically only had, like, the one-and-done, real big stuff. I finally have a system for Malter that is interesting. And load 1 to 3 by default. +1 per Pepsi portation area unlocked. New ammo types unlocked over time. Oh my god, you could even buy, like, ammo patterns. Thatcher's already getting spells from NPCs. Cole, you have given me such an amazing idea here. New ammo types unlocked over time. Different ammo types require different amounts of MP per shot. Okay, and then when Malter runs out of ammo, it removes the special shot skill and adds back the load magical ammo skill. Okay. My god. Okay. This is a really, really good idea. Okay. Alright, I never use any of the night skills. So this is where we're going to put our new stuff, because there's going to be a lot of different types of ammo, and they're going to need their own skills. So this is going to be our special ammo. Okay, this is going to be our special ammo template. And I need it to be very powerful. How are stats comparing at this point? Take them all up to level 12. So Thatcher's running 84, 94. Take Ryu up to 4. Put the shield on Elena. Okay. So Malter's actually got a really high attack stat. B is death minus B death times 2. This is the basics. Lower down the variance a lot. Have it so it can crit. Okay. How much are my other ones hitting for? Okay. So the first one is just going to be an explosive round. No, we probably should stick with magic damage. Okay. if I just run 100? No wonder Cap Flick is so weak, though. Nah, that's fine. Okay. So the special ammo template, it's going to be pretty expensive, but it's going to work. So this is going to be skill type bottles. It doesn't have any scope. You can use it on the battle screen. Type is certain hit. It's going to call a common event number 17. Okay. And we'll call this prepare special ammo. And the effect will be spend SP to prepare various types of magical ammunition. Okay. And I could just have special ammunition be persistent between battles. That is going to make it a lot simpler than having to basically add an ammo reset event to every single troop. Yeah, I think that'll work. Also, I'm from Hungary. Excellent. I don't think I've met anyone from Hungary before. Alright, I will be right back. Need to think about this. Okay. So how do I do this? It's really just going to go down to the common event. So we're going to need some music while I work on this. Okay. So, ammo preparation. So, the first thing is going to be is which ammo would you like to prepare? That doesn't need to be capitalized. Okay. Special item. I can do a special item menu to do this. These are all hidden item B. So we can select an item from hidden item A. And we're going to set that in the variable ammo var. We can use a single variable to keep track of the ammo count and also to choose the ammo type. Okay, that should be fine. And this is going to be the ammo check variable. So the ammo var is going to be equal to a hidden item A selection. How many shots will you prepare? So we need to input a number. Ammo var should be fine, 1 digit. Okay. Then it's going to do some math. What kind of math? Alright. So, if ammo var is equal to, say, 1... Okay. So first we need to get the multiplication down. Then we will set ammo check and set it equal to ammo var. And then we will multiply ammo check by, I don't know, let's say 100 for this first type of ammo. So it's going to be equal to 100 times the number of shots that you want to prepare. So the first thing we want to do is multiply ammo. No, we're going to need another digit. Okay. Ammo amount. So first we take the ammo check and we multiply it by the ammo amount. And then we have a conditional okay. We're gonna put a whole loop here. Ammo var, ammo amount. That's fine. Tell me, how can I make a station kind of deal where you can edit your party members, like changing party members? So, by default, you can actually have as many party members as you want, and it will just list them on the side. So, for instance, if I just added like a 5th party member, by default in RPG Maker, it'll just let you add as many extra party members as you want, and then just let you adjust the formation. Or it would if I hadn't turned off the formation button. But that's probably the easiest way to do it without getting into plugins, is to just let the party member know, or to just let the player know, hey, by the way, you can swap in new party members. Going past that, it can definitely be done, but you're basically going to have to be running a lot of events. You're going to have to use switches or variables so you can keep track of which party members are active, and just swap those around while using a number of change party member commands. It gets a little messy, but it can definitely be done. You can also potentially use hidden item menus to select which party members to leave and to join. That saves you from having to actually build like a map to serve as a menu, which I've done several times. Variable check. Okay, so then we check if the ammo check is greater than okay, we need game data. If actor okay, we're going to need another variable. We are going to need a malter MP var. So first thing we're going to do is set the variable malter MP var equal to actor malter mites MP. then we ask, would you like to prepare? We have you select an item. We have the ammo check equal. No, we really don't need to do this. Ammo check can always start at 1. So if ammo var is 1, this is just selecting the type of ammo you've picked. So now it... okay, this entire section is not necessary. This entire stage of the event is not necessary. Select item, ammo, hidden item A. That's good. How many shots will you prepare? So you enter a 1-digit number. And then it checks for each ammo type that you've selected. First, it multiplies the ammo check by the base cost of 1 shot. And no, that's right. By the base amount, then it multiplies that by the number of shots you've prepared. Then, if that value is greater than the amount of MP Malter has, then it will display the text, Malter does not have enough stamina. Okay. Enough stamina to prepare, and we can have a variable display to prepare ammo amount, and ammo amount is variable 80. Prepare 8 shots. Okay. And then it goes back to the loop and it starts again. So this part we don't actually need to be within the loop. Actually, that part we do. Okay, that's fine. So armor check is greater than, so we need an else branch. Otherwise, what you do is you remove the skill from Malter. You remove prepare special ammo. And then you add the skill special ammo. Okay, and it will say Malter prepared blank shots of high explosive ammo. Okay. That's fine. So the high explosive ammo deals fire damage to all enemies, blank shots left. Okay. Good. And so this one is specifically going to trigger the counter fire effects. And this also needs to run a common event, specifically the common event 18. Okay, that's good. Okay. And this is going to be ammo reset. So the first thing that happens when you do this is that you take the ammo amount and you subtract 1. And then, if ammo amount is equal to 0, then you remove the skill high explosive ammo, and you add back the skill prepare special ammo. Change that to just Malter. Okay. So we also need to reduce Malter's MP by an amount equal to ammo amount. No. By an amount equal to ammo check. Got a party member idea. A soldier medic that has a drone, the healing comes from. The soldier, the attacks. So the healing comes from the soldier and the attacks from the drone. I like that. I can definitely integrate that into my Space Marine character. Add drone skills to Quartus. Okay. So let's review, because I might actually have this done. First, you set the Malter MP variable equal to the MP of Malter Might. Good. So control the variables, you reset the ammo check, you select the ammo you want to prepare, set it equal to ammo var. Then you say how many shots you want to prepare. Okay, good. Ammo var. You check that you have enough to do it. Okay. That works. So now we're going to create a hidden item A. And this is going to be high explosive ammo 100 SP per shot. Okay. And we're just going to mark that with a fire. So now what we have to do is test it. High explosive ammo, yes. We need Malter to learn the skill prepare special ammo. Then we need to run a test battle. We'll just go against a Wendigo. That should be fine. Okay. Alright, and then last thing I want it to do is to run a battle animation. Show battle animation on... whatever. I can put a drone on the Space Marine's battle sprites if you want less sprite work on your hands. I don't actually do any sprite work on my own. I'm purely a default assets and default tools person. Alright, let's take a look. How badly does this not work? Alright, Malter has 1,394 SP. So we can prepare special ammo, spend SP to prepare various types of magical ammunition. Which ammo would you like to prepare? We'll select high explosive ammo at 100 SP a shot. And we're going to prepare 3 shots. Oh, right. We're not breaking the loop. Okay. We need to break the loop. That's important. Break loop. How many shots will you prepare? If ammo var is 301. Okay. And then we're going to have a second loop. Okay. Let's give it a try. Malter, you're up. Prepare special ammo. We want to prepare high explosive ammo for 100 SP a shot. We're going to prepare 5 shots. Malter prepared 5 shots of high explosive ammo. Okay, good. And that did take down exactly 500 stamina. So now they don't have prepare special ammo, but they do have high explosive ammo. Deals fire damage to all enemies. 5 shots left. Hello, Abe! We've just added an ammo system to Malter Might. Okay. So now we should see Malter. It should say 4 shots left. It does not say 5 shots left. Okay. Is it because it's not reading the variable correctly? High explosive ammo should be running ammo reset. Ammo reset should be reducing ammo amount by 1. Which is variable 80. Variable 80. Okay, so why is that not working? I wonder if the description becomes fixed when it's added to the character. We can test that possibility by preparing 1 round of ammo and then using it up. High explosive ammo. Okay, if the event worked properly, Malter shouldn't have the high explosive shot done. Okay, that actually did work. So if we prepare 2 shots, I also need to add an out if the character selects 0 shots. High explosive. There is a way around this. If the problem is that the tooltip will not update, okay, I think the tooltip becomes fixed when the character learns the skill. Or maybe it will only update, like, at the start of a battle. Either way, I can definitely fix that. So we fired 2 shots and we're back to prepare special ammo. Okay. Alright. Okay. So then we need to add a conditional branch here where the ammo amount is not equal to 0. Okay, this can be easily done. After we do this, then we will remove the skill from Malter altogether. We will remove the high explosive ammo. And then we'll add a conditional where if the ammo var is equal to 301, which is our high explosive ammo, then it will reteach Malter the skill. And that should, if I'm right about this, force the tooltip to update to the new value. Okay. Let's give that a look, and let's also try exiting out of the menus and entering 0s. Oh, whoops. No, Malter, I don't need you to throw bottle caps at him. Okay, prepare special ammo. We're gonna prepare high explosive. Prepare 0. Okay, if you prepare 0, it trips you back. Doesn't let you cancel, it forces you to enter a value. So we're going to input 2. Malter prepared 2 shots of high explosive ammo. So this time we should see this update. So high explosive ammo, 2 shots left. Can we force the tooltip to update? That is the question. Also, let's compare that shot to one of Thatcher's firebolts. 423, that's fine. Let's try a fire breath. Okay, so it's comparable to fire breath, which is good. High explosive ammo. Oh, damn it, I didn't read the tooltip. Damn it. Did anyone catch if, when I just did that, it said 1 or 2 shots left? I failed to. Alright, can I back out of this? Okay, that's fine. It worked, it was reduced to 1. Alright, perfect. I believe you completely, I really do. But as the saying goes, trust but verify. My goal here was to specifically verify that with my own eyes, and that is what I'm still going to do. But thank you very much for letting me know. Okay, that works. That works perfectly. Now it says 2 shots left. Did it not work that time, or did I just prepare an extra... Checking the VOD would take longer than just doing this. I also do need to change this back to actually hit Garuda. That should be fine. Nope, that did not update. Okay, so that didn't update. That is unfortunate. Crap. It updated the first time, though. Okay. Okay, what if I have the variable update happen after the skills are removed? That might be enough to force an update every single time consistently. Also, high explosive ammo... is going to have a cost of 100 minimum. Requires a minimum of 100 SP. That's fine. So that'll make sure that they are never able to use the skill without enough SP to actually use one shot. And then... the first thing it will do is increase... okay. So then it will add 100, since Malter will have used SP in order to do this. No, we'll just add 100 back after you use it. That's fine. We want to change high explosive ammo to hit all enemies. That's important. Okay, moving in. Alright, let's see if this absolutely forces everything to update. High explosive ammo. Yes. We're going to prepare 2 shots. Okay. High explosive. It says 2 shots. Also for the Marine's drone, it would be cool if the Marine lost 50% of the health. Drone breaks and then the drone moves can't be used until the Marine's HP gets back to about 50%. That would be a little involved, but it's absolutely doable. No, it didn't update. Okay. Damn it. Okay. So why? Maybe it's because it's in a single common event that it's not properly updating stuff. So what if we have this common event call a second common event? Will that accomplish it? It might work. Okay, prepare special ammo is going to apply just to the user. It is going to have a state on it. So it's just going to be a null animation state. And it's going to have an animation, some kind of a power up. There we go. That works. The Marine could also have a slight defense buff while the drone is active. Give the illusion of the drone having its own HP. That's a good idea. I like that a lot. That could definitely be integrated. Alright, let's take a look. First things first, prepare the special ammo. And now it actually provides an animation. High explosive ammo. We are going to prepare 3 shots. Malter got stunned. God damn it, Malter. Okay, high explosive. 3 shots left. Alright, so on this next shot, we should see it update to 2. Hold on, I have an important message here too. There we go. Alright. That was important. Alright, Malter, please update. It says 3 shots left. Oh, you absolute jerk. Okay. Common event, ammo reset 1. So you run ammo reset 1. First, you make Malter forget their ammo skill. Then you change the ammo amount variable. What if instead of subtracting 1, we add -1? Then it runs ammo reset 2. Okay. I'm kind of running out of ideas here. I may just be asking the engine to do something it's not really built to do. Okay. 2 shots left. Okay. 100 SP. I don't know how I could fix this. Mostly because I cannot isolate exactly where the problem is. This simply may not be something that the engine, that the RPG Maker engine is designed to handle. I mean, I can always take out the shots counter in the item description. But if I could get it to work, that would be really cool. But I don't know what it can. And Abe, we're sorry I didn't get to your message for a while. I was distracted, but we've still got a lot of work to do on the Necropolis. The Necropolis has like an entire map that I had to design for it. We're not quite ready to worry about the next area yet. So we remove the skill. I think we need a turn where processing isn't happening in order to force the tooltip to update. Is there anything more useful I could do? No. Oh, slash money. That's actually a good one. Um, hmm. I don't know how I can make this work. I think I've tried. I think I've tried the last thing I can do. Uh, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna have to lose the description. We're just not gonna be able to display how many shots you have left there. But that does make me think it might be a good idea um, to add a message. We just have Malter ran out of prepared ammo. Okay. And we can update the description. Various types of magical ammunition that yeah, that should be fine. The skill itself works. The only thing we were fixing was the tooltip. So we're not losing anything by having the tooltip not work. So that's okay. So the next thing we need to do is to decide when and where Malter actually gets this skill. Okay. So our last thing is going to be just canceling which is not going to have an icon. That's fine. So that's all in this one. This one is if ammo amount doesn't equal 0. So we'll put this here. If the ammo variation selected equals 311. Then none of that matters. We just immediately go into break loop. And the item will be called cancel and attack instead. That's fine. Cancel and attack instead. So 311 break loop. And then we'll force an action so that Malter at least does attack something. So if you try to prepare ammo that you don't want to prepare, Malter can at least get a regular attack out of it. I think that's fine. So all the way back in Act 1, in the town of Chill, the Pepsi portation Might as well get started. Okay, good old Dalter Dyke can have some things here. Here, take this with you. And Malter can be like, what is it? And Malter can be like, this will let you prepare and use all kinds of special ammunition. You should... Okay, that's fine. Malter... Malter will just be like, sounds handy. Malter goes. When Malter rejoins... Okay, Malter has joined you again. And it will also say Malter can now use special ammunition in battle. Prepare the special ammo from his bottle craft skills. Prepared ammo persists between battles. Prepared ammo persists between battles. Repair more of the Pepsi portation grid to earn more special ammo types. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Got it. And that is when Malter gains the skill Prepare Special Ammo. And the party will get the 2 hidden items of high explosive ammo and cancel and attack instead. Okay. And cancel and attack instead can just have like a... We'll just use a sword. That's fine. That works well enough to communicate the point. High explosive ammo, we'll set that to a fire icon. Prepare special ammo. We will change that to a revolver. Alright. So that should be fully functional now. So now we just need to make sure that the skills are on the test save. And teach Malter the skill. Prepare special ammo. Okay, that should be good. Okay. Thank you. So Malter can now prepare special ammo. Oh. There's no reason Malter shouldn't be able to prepare special ammo outside of battle. Oh, that's great. Okay, so Malter could, like, prepare to go into a fight as well. That shouldn't break anything, since all it's doing is running common events. Oh, that's perfect. Alright, let's get into a fight, just to test. Malter, let's prepare some special ammo. You're going to... Oh, look at that. Cancel an attack instead. That's great. I do want to see that. Ah. Okay, so cancel an attack instead is not working. Just because it gets trapped in the prompts. That's fine. I know where to fix that. We're gonna prepare 9 shots of high explosive ammo. And high explosive. Beautiful. Okay. Prepare special ammo is accessible always. And that should work fine. So if 311, then we cancel. It should be fully functional now. Let's go give it a shot. Do, 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 do. How does this place look? Oh, that looks so good. Nice. A frog helmet. I like the music. That looks good. Okay. All good. Alright, Malter, prepare special ammo. And we're going to say cancel an attack instead. Nope, that did not do it. Okay. So, break loop didn't work. Instead, we're going to have to be jump to label break. And then this is where we're going to have label break. So we're just going to use a go-to command there. Alright, let's try it. Prepare special ammo. But don't actually prepare it. We are going to cancel an attack instead. Nope, that didn't do it. Why is that not doing it? Oh. Because we put that before we're selecting the ammo var variable. That's why. Alright. Prepare. No ammo. Cancel an attack instead. Okay, that did not do what I wanted you to do. Skill. To attack a target at random. But you didn't actually attack. Oh, because I jumped to the break label before I forced the attack. Okay. God, I got so excited about this ammo system that I'm actually making silly mistakes now. Alright, let's try again. Okay, bottle trap. Special ammo. Cancel an attack instead. Malter does a regular attack. He has not lost any MP. That is good. Nice. That's good. That's good. Malter, I really need you to not be confused right now. Thank you, Malter. Okay. Alright, so I have to do 2 tests. One, ending a fight with ammo left. So we're going to prepare 2 shots. And I do want to use one of those shots before we stop the fight. Alright, high explosive. Good. Thatcher, if you wouldn't mind doing the honors. Thank you. Okay. Malter still has high explosive ammo, so when we get into the next fight, we should be able to use high explosive ammo once, and then have it go back to prepare special ammo. If the game's so Pepsi-focused, why isn't the best party member Pepsi Man himself? I think we might have actually just made Malter the best character in the party. Okay, prepare special ammo. That's fine. It's okay that that's there. It was added again when I interacted with this NPC. This is fine. Malter ran out of prepared ammo. Perfect. Also, Malter already could easily deal the most damage in the game. I haven't even shown you, Cole, Malter's bottle cap rain power. So, on top of Malter's other skills, on top of that ammo thing, he's got a bottle cap which deals non-elemental damage and never misses. They can increase the amount of money and items that they win from every battle. They can spend all of their current stamina to gain an equal amount of bottle caps. They can lock down enemies' special abilities. They can reduce enemies' defenses. But the big one is bottle cap rain. Spend your money to deal the same amount of Pepsi damage to each enemy. This lets you spend, I think it's 5, 10, and 20% of your money to deal an equal amount of damage to the enemy. This damage is not reduced, it cannot be blocked. You just select this, and it's 2,720 damage to every enemy. Malter is broken. And I still have over 10,000 bottle caps. Okay, Malter, prepare special ammo. Yes. I want to... Huh. I... Okay. Well, that does look a little bit more awkward if I'm not in battle. But I can just prepare shots out of battle now, which is really cool. Okay, I think instead of cancel and attack instead, we just have to have it say cancel. That's fine. We'll just have it be a blank icon. Cancel just gives you back that 100 SP you spent. The event already does that. The very first thing the entire event does is refund the cost. And that cost is only there to make sure that you can't use the skill unless you can pay the absolute minimum amount. Is there a way to run a conditional that checks if you are in battle or not? I don't think so. We can just leave the attack command, though. Like, that's not going to break anything. Yeah, I think that's okay. So we can add a little bit more explanation. Prepare special ammo from his bottlecraft skills in or out of battle. Okay. You can prepare special ammo from Malter's bottlecraft skills both in and outside of battles. Repair more of the Pepsi portation grid to earn more special ammo types. Okay, I think that works. Yeah, I think we're good. We just have to update the test save with the relevant information. And we'll just say that we're going to prepare 6 shots. That is so damn cool that I can do that. Alright, and then we're going to drop a debug code 3 just to save it. And now we get rid of the NPC, who is no longer relevant. Okay. I think that's going to be it for today. We got a lot more work on the graveyard gardens done. I didn't get to building any of the interiors, but that's okay. We got a whole hedge mage built. I've got what's going to serve as the barracks built. I fixed a lot of issues that we were having here. And Maltermite now has their own incredibly unique combat mechanic, which I am really looking forward to adding more skills to, because that is going to be so damn fun. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Good progress has been made. There's good ideas for what to do next. and I think I am satisfied. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I always appreciate hanging out with you guys. I always love hearing other people's ideas for how this game can be improved. Cole, this game now has an ammo system. When this stream started, this game did not have an ammo system, nor had I considered giving this game an ammo system. Thanks to you, this game's mechanics have been fundamentally improved, and I thank you very much for your contributions. And if you ever want to contribute anything more, you can always catch it on streams, or you are absolutely welcome to just leave comments on any of the streams or videos. I've also got a Discord set up. There should be a link to that down in the description. You can also try out the game for yourself. There should be a link down where you can either play it in browser or download it for Windows. The project is available. It hasn't gotten... It's not completely up to date. The stuff from the last few weeks is not in there yet. But you can experience it. And, yeah, thank you so much for being here. It was a lot of fun. And don't think I really have any other updates to give. And so it is time to make the noise to summon the end of the stream. Wow, 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 wow.